There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
match found.
Yeah. There we go. I I thought you were still logging in because it was unzipped. I was like, oh. Okay.
There we go. So select your character and then hit ready. We put...
Is there anybody we should select? Yeah.
Um,
Mitani.
You went Mitani, okay?
Mangoose, you might have fun with Kira. We did put her ult in the game.
Excellent.
So,
Cool. So, Fancy, you want to give us a rundown on the new, what you're calling Team Deathmatch now, and the changes you've made to it?
in tribute... Okay, so... are you sticking with Killboy? Where are you? I'm with Kroof right now.
Oh.
No, I'm with Killboy.
Okay, so head to... There's like a platform near where your spawn is. Go ahead and head to that, and then press 1 to summon. Are you getting that?
Yeah, I gotta be in a very specific location to do so.
Yep.
There we go. Summoning.
So this is a placeholder asset that we threw in so that it was no longer a cone with a picture of my face over it. These are called shrines. In addition to scoring kills on the enemy team, shrines passively generate tribute for your team, and you can destroy your opponent's shrine for more tribute than you get for killing an enemy player. I think it's 3 right now. So you see these big beams of light in the sky? These are the orbs. We're still working on a better name for that than orb, but you can collect those. And right now what they do is give your whole team an ultimate charge. And we're working on doing other buffs, or maybe even just making these be worth points to sort of push the game to a faster end. So if someone wants to grab it,
Me.
go for it.
Oh, you have to. Okay, you have to hold it down.
Yep.
I'm very greedy.
So now my team, and I don't have my ultimate because we haven't put our R4's ult back in the game yet. My team has an ultimate charge. So Kroof, if you want to like press F.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that has like a big AoE knockback. And now that we have these big beams of light, you can see where the next orb is. Just by looking up into the sky.
Quality of life.
Oh, ooh, nice.
Yeah, so...
Quality of life.
So, Kroof let Mangoose get this one.
Yeah.
Oh, the new effects for Mitani.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. You can thank Killboy for that. He's the one running around. He's our lead engineer and is the one making sure that the servers stay running. And yeah, he's been starting to spin up some VFX in his spare time, and they're looking really good. Including...
Say that again, Killboy?
he's not in this chat, but Kroof has it too. It's the button on Q.
Yes.
Ooh.
Right? So that
Pretty good.
that is Mitani's Windwalk. It speeds up allies and slows down enemies. And Mangoose, if you want to see some of the latest results of our VFX, go ahead and fire your ult at me.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's a fat stack of damage.
Very
So,
nice.
as you can see, we are both passively generating tribute for our teams right now. So, even if we're just like turtling in our own bases, it does push the game towards an end, which is nice. And
just wasted my ult.
that's okay. More orbs spawn pretty quickly.
And you can track them down via the lights in the sky again.
Exactly. So one of the other things that we've put in since you have last played is we don't have the selection process built into the menus yet, but we have the sort of base Omen ability, which is the super jump, and you can get that on R.
Okay, so everybody has the. So
Everybody
that's
has.
only if you select that omen for super jump, right?
That will be how it works in a future version, but right now you just automatically get super jump.
Okay.
In the future, we'll bring more of the other Omen online and have a selection screen for them.
And so omens are something you select before the match to empower your character to either increase their offensive power or maybe shore up some of the weaknesses that they may have.
Yeah, or even like do something really specific to synergize with your team. Like, they correspond with the Celtic and Nordic runes, which are a source of inspiration for some of our game's lore and magic systems. And so, just in the Elder Futhark, there are 24 of those. So we're looking at eventually, and this is probably not until post-release, having 24 different abilities to select from. But for now, it's just super jump.
Okay, and I do see that that is in the middle of my bar. That does go on cooldown and then fills back up to let me know when my omen is off cooldown.
Correct. And we're working on. Go ahead.
Why don't we meet up and we'll give everybody a good view of each of the characters? Well, Mitani and R4, maybe not so much Kira yet.
Yeah.
Just
Let's hang out in the middle of the map.
She's looking quite stunning in green, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, that's our box friend.
I want this to be a hero. I want this to be a hero in the game eventually.
Green screen.
Chameleon. We'll see. So yeah, we've got a full set of animations in for Mitani and R4. R4s are still placeholder, but he had a rig built before we got our full-time dedicated rigger. So we're probably going to do a new rig and a new batch of animations for R4 in the future, but they look pretty good for now, so we're happy with rolling forward with them and working on new stuff. Mitani has animations and VFX, again, thanks to the marvelous Killboy. And
so beautiful.
I'll tell him you said that. And yeah, this is probably pretty close to what things are going to look like for Alpha State. We're going to mess around with things like hitbox sizes and run speeds. We're happy with the jump. Killboy actually spent several hours last week doing a replication of Gigantic's jump 1-to-1. So based on character height, the Gigantic jump feels the same as the Project Stamina jump, covers the same amount of height and lands at the same time. And the same with the super jump.
And Kroof, can you come over and just show off Mitani's attack animations? Because they really are.
Of course. Her left click is a beautiful dance with her fans. She likes to spin at times. Her right click is a nice little leap.
Yep.
Of course, the Q, the beautiful visual effects of the wind, coming off cooldown right now for another showcase. And then, of course, you have her E, beautiful green bubble of explosion and healing energies.
Oh,
nice uplifting wind.
And now you can show off the F.
Oh, yes. The wonderful and very full F. F and chat boys.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
Actually does decent damage.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Wow. Yeah. I'm not, especially with it being AoE.
So Fancy, how about old R4?
So
demonstration of R4.
R4 just has this basic 3-attack swing, or 3-swing attack for LMB. RMB is a quick jump. Oh, it feels smoother than it used to. We recently did a major update to our motion systems, which kind of made all of the movement abilities feel a lot smoother. So this does an AoE damage on landing, and when we build slows into the game, it will slow. Q is a charge that knocks back enemies that it hits, and the longer I hold the button down, the further it goes, and the harder it knocks back. And then E does not have an animation yet, but it's a speed boost, which might not seem like a lot on paper, but on a kit as mobile as R4, with decent damage, it actually adds a lot and gets pretty scary. And his focus, or his ultimate, old gigantic lingo, his ultimate isn't built back into the game yet, but he launches himself into the air and then meteors back down to a target point for an AoE damage and stun.
I will vouch for that. The E, just the speed boost, does add a lot to his kit, a lot more than what you might think. So for Kira, excuse me while I clear my throat. So her basic attack, it could be a long-range rifle, which it is right now, and it's kind of a slow firing rifle. But then if you get in close, you can switch it with her Q, and it becomes a very fast attack, which deals more damage, damage per second, but it does have a kind of a short range on it. So then her E is just a jump, right?
Yeah, and I think we're gonna make it a taller jump in the future. We just wanted to
Okay.
make sure it worked for now. And then it's gonna have effects around her when she fires it. So it's kind of a rocket jump style movement option.
Okay. And then as you see, I threw this mine down. Fancy, can you run over the mine, show him what it does?
Ow!
Just a little bit of a knock up and does some damage, which is kind of cute. Cool. What is her Q? Oh yeah, her Q just switches weapons. My bad.
Yeah.
I just talked about that. And then of course her what'd you call it? Focus or ultimate? Whatever you
Ultimate.
want to call it. Is this nice big old blasty bomb thing, which I just missed. So very cool for Kira. I can't wait to see her animations.
Oh, I know. Me neither.
And especially her model.
Yeah.